All right, Cassidy, let's take a look at your paper. MLA format, everything looks good. Not bad for your concept of your paper. Your title, it's okay. It's a little cliche, but it's okay. Go fight win should probably be go comma fight comma win. So those are fine. Now you definitely take a sarcastic stab here right at the beginning. And maybe it's just because I know you that I know it's sarcastic. So I don't know. I'm a little off put a little bit with your tone because I get that it's a little bit sarcastic, but it's almost like trying to be serious too. So I think that the tone is really weird. Number one, why are we not capitalizing Friday in our paper? You are a senior in high school, girl. There's no reason that you shouldn't be capitalizing common proper nouns here. So just make sure that you fix that. You have a citation, but it's the wrong color. It's not actually black ink here, or type, so make sure you fix that. All right, so we get to tryouts. You got to make the team with all your tryouts. You're missing an obvious apostrophe here. And you do have some punctuation errors here, mostly with commas. They are challenging and put each contestant to the test, no comma, of whether they have what it takes to win. Whether or not you'll be cheering at the next football game next Friday, no comma, all depends on if you can make a lasting impression with your audience. Although, no comma, making an impression is the ultimate objective. So, you gotta really go back and through no comma here to avoid complete humiliation amongst your fellow opponents, comma, hiding your flaws, distracting those watching, and showing your confidence are the only way to a total triumph. Now, not a bad thesis statement, but I'm a little off put that you don't bring up your main points until now. You kind of hint at the whole flaw thing, but I don't get the whole distracting or confidence thing out of here. So, I don't know. It's just distracting to me. Speaking of distracting, just distracting to me that you're waiting until now to say it. All right, so here we go with appearance. All right, so when we get back to your thesis statement, to avoid complete humiliation, I really feel like now that I read your first body paragraph, certainly there's very much a sarcastic, satirical, tongue-in-cheek way that you're looking at this and trying to figure out whether your introduction is really properly preparing us for this. Because literally you're talking about completely distracting the audience. And I'm not sure hiding your flaws distracted those watching. Maybe it is hiding your flaws is what you're trying to get. I don't know if it's clear. Because this looks like your topic sentence right here. If you want to win, you have to start off wearing apparel that the audience won't be able to forget. There's no like why statement to that. So wear items that take the attention away from your flaws and give the judges something else to focus on. So this is more about hiding your flaws, I guess. Perhaps sporting a giant sparkly bow in your hair the day of the performance. So this is a sentence fragment. But again, this is totally sarcastic now because, of course, everyone wears a sparkly bow. Rather than all the mistakes you are making. But again, this is what I don't get. Because you're talking about tryouts, and you want to make the team. So if you made the team and everything, wouldn't that reflect that you kind of know something about cheerleading? So, and I know that you can still make mistakes, but I don't know. That's why I'm not sure it matches. That tone of the introduction might not match this tone at all. I love the outside source. I think that's hilarious. Again, you don't have the right color font there. No comma here. You definitely got some punctuation problems here. No comma here. No comma here. You got a space issue here. This is a comma splice. So you got to fix that. Anyway, so the first thing on your flaws is your hair accessories. Let it pop to your lips will also guide you in the right direction. So good transition statement for this. But basically, this whole step is have a shiny bow in your hair, which the byproduct of that is hiding your flaws, which I really think hiding your flaws is really the the whole point of this paper. That really should be the message that it's built on. And that's why I think your introduction could be a little bit different, because your introduction would then say, hey, look, you made the team, but you're not that great of a cheerleader. So here's what you can do to be at the top of your game even when you suck at cheerleading. Like, I think that should be, how you set up your paper. And then the rest is this, because you definitely are digging in at cheerleaders that they make mistakes all the time, that their bow is so large. I don't know. I just feel like that would be a better way to set up your paper. All right, so maybe you're already mad at me, but now I realize as we get to this one that really your whole paper is about how to get on the team, not how to, once you get on the team, what it looks like. It wasn't, I know you talked about tryouts quite a bit, but I guess it wasn't clear to me when I read it that's what it was about. So let me restart. Maybe that needs to be more clear in your last body paragraph, as in your topic sentence about the whole tryout situation, because now it makes sense here. And again, when you say judges, I really wish you'd just say coaches, because I think of judges during competitions, but it's coaches that are actually going to judge you. So you might want to just reword what you're trying to say here. No comma here. You got, again, Cassidy, we got to work on commas. And kicks, no comma will no longer be the center of everyone's attentions. I love this line, how you're rocking the cosmetics. But here's the whole thing, too. You keep talking about bright colored lips and keep talking about color. Name some colors. What are some, unique, interesting lip colors that you've seen that you could, recommend to these girls that are trying to make the team, and start using those as something that would set it apart. You again have the wrong color font here. You'll need to fix that as you go back through. See, you do use pink, but just bright pink. I bet you could, they got some whacked out lip colors names. I bet you could find some that will work better. So again, you use things like atrocious. So I know this is tongue-in-cheek. Beating your opponents is hiding your untrained vocal cords. So not a bad transitional statement there again. All right. In cheerleading, comma, one of the biggest components is the way your voice sounds. You must disguise your unexperienced voice. So this needs to be a little bit stronger topic sentence. You can kiss high school popularity goodbye. Great voice. Your new nickname will become, no period there, the girl who sounded like a dying cow. That's hilarious. By hiding your natural tone, no comma, and yelling with a high-pitched voice, you got a space issue here, you'll be practically guaranteed to leave a long-lasting impression on the judges. Now, here's my problem. You just said that I have a creaky voice, okay, and nobody wants to listen to it, but I'm going to get on the team by yelling as loud as I can, having the most high-pitched voice. Like, what does that even mean? Like, what do I have to do? Because my voice is so terrible, but all you're telling me is that it has to be high-pitched and having the highest voice. So what does that even mean? So you need a comma right here. By having the highest voice among your competitors, comma. You will stand out, no comma, and save everyone from hearing how awful you sound. I love I like that background again. You still have a issue with color. That needs to be the right color for your font. And every performance after, no comma, is being confident in your abilities. So, yes, I like the whole idea of confidence here through all that. All right. I'm not exactly thrilled with this main point. In fact, I think you could cut this and it would make your paper stronger, Cassidy. So your last one is to go at your own pace, which means you would be standing out because no one would be doing it with you. But I can almost see the rest of these main points actually working, but this one doesn't seem like it would work in actually getting you on the team. If you were literally going 3 steps slower than everybody else, I'm not sure how that actually would help you get on the team. And I know you're trying to be tongue-in-cheek too with it, but it has the weakest support, it has the weakest voice, it has the weakest logic to it. It has a too many errors in it with punctuation. You got sentence fragments. You have punctuation errors all over the place. You have wrong words. I don't know. I think you could just cut the whole thing and it would be so much stronger. All right. When I go back and look at your thesis statement, you really are trying, like, all of these are somehow tied to your main points. These really weren't your main points. When I go back up to your introduction, you really didn't actually say your main points in here, because your main points were the bow, the lipstick, the voice, and the pace, I guess you could say. And you really didn't talk about them in your introduction paragraph at all. So these were really the themes you were going for: hiding, giving something you won't be able to forget, and putting on your best performance possible. This one you can throw out, because it really nothing that screams in the body paragraphs is giving the best performance possible. In fact, you straight up told me I sucked at cheerleading, so that probably you can throw out. I like the idea of hiding in order to make people not forget you, something like that. That seems like the theme that you would go with for your body paragraphs and for your thesis statement. Whether it's wearing a bow in your hair to hide your bad skills, no comma, or yelling in a completely different voice to avoid hurting everyone else's ears, comma, good. Hiding your flaws is necessary. And I think the whole thing is about, about hiding who you really are. And that's why this paragraph, hiding that you can't stand count. How are you hiding that when you are literally going to stick out from the rest of the group? So I don't think that works too well. Too many spaces here. You might want to capitalize this. We have spirit. Yes, we do. We have spirit. How about you? I love how you bookmark that with the beginning part of the paper as well. This obviously goes on the next page. Your works cited page is good, so no problems there. It is the wrong font color, though. Again, you're going to want to work on that and change the font color of it. Maybe it's my eyes, who knows, but it looks like the wrong font color. It doesn't look as dark as this, so. All right, Cassidy, you got some work to do in order to make this a little bit better flow and organizationally a little bit better, but hopefully we'll see a rewrite out of you.